Hey guys, welcome to another episode of ForgeFlux Workshop. My name is Nick. Today we're going to be basically finalizing the assembly of the Atlas Rover. We had some issues last week with the rover itself. The cables were too short, the gears weren't aligned. We spoke about me finding a guy online who had corrected the actual gears. So as you could see here now, the gear is flush. And the wires itself, we had to extend them. I'm going to be changing the tires once I get them. That's also on the last episode with the links and all where you can get the tires. So let's jump right into this and get these wires all passed through the through this part here. Okay, so the way this works is this guy will go like this, and the wires go right through this part of the frame. So let's do that. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to install a M6 nut on this side. Okay, let's put an M6 nut. So we get one of those. There we go. The M6, it's the M6 45 that we're gonna need, which is this guy right here, M6 45. Pass it through here, and then just screw that in. Oh, by the way, guys, check this out. I got this new Joris screwdriver. Amazing. It's got everything in it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Now let's see if we have an M645, which I think we don't on this one. This is way too big. I do not see any M645s over here, so this is way much smaller. So we're gonna go and grab an Allen key. We're gonna grab an Allen key for this guy. Now here you don't want it too tight. Okay, you want it to be loose, like that. All right, so that's one very important thing. You want it to be loose, like this. All right, so let's get that going. So there you go, you got this guy. That moves up and down, which is perfect. Now, you see that? It goes just like that. You know? All right, so the next step we need to do, see, I passed the wires on this side. It has to go on this side, and this side is going to be for this guy here. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to basically just push them right through the other side. You know, like this. And grab this guy too. This guy here. Just like that. I can't see where he is. Hold on. I gotta see where he is. I'll go this way. There we go. So now we have both wires, all wires basically coming this way. Okay. So all the wires come out from this side of the actual assembly. Okay, just like that. And now, okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass the wires right through here. Okay. Right through this guy. Just like that. Okay. This. Now this guy goes here, obviously. So we need to align it like this. So see that the alignment. So this will go through here. I want to put tape on this after. Just want to get this done. I'll go right here. Put this through here. Like that. And then you pick this guy. Goes through here. Just like, oops. Just like that. And this guy goes through here also. Okay. Like this. So now we have here, we have this, and we have this. Pull these wires to make sure they're all out. Gonna align the holes with these holes right here, like this. Alright, so as you can see, we have a whole bunch of wires. So now we need is M3 40. M340 right here. M340s. So we're gonna put one right here, one right here, and one right here. Now we need to align it with this guy down here, the other hooks, right down here, like that. I'm gonna screw that in. Screwdriver. Here we go, see? We got one side completed, guys. One side is completed. Let's do the other side. This is getting exciting here. Okay, guys, now, you see the way you have it? What you're gonna do is you're gonna flip it this way. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this part. Okay, so now, what we need to do is we need to pass the wires through here. You know what I'm gonna do now? Because it's getting, cutting corners is okay, but once you start having to pass the wires to many places, might as well just put some black tape like I did before. Let's put the black tape here. Oh, missed the wire. Put it in there. There we go. Let's grab this guy. There we go. So now what you gotta do is you gotta take this guy, you see the way he is, and you gotta pass the wires. Hold on a second. like, where was it? Like this, through here. I'm gonna pass it through here. Wow, I shouldn't have taped it because now it's not gonna fit. Funny me. So you know what? Forget about taping the wire. Doesn't look like it's gonna fit. So it's gotta go this way. So we'll pass the servo first, since this one is the more complicated one. And then we'll pass these guys after. I should have just taped these guys, but anyways, doesn't matter now. Get these guys in here, like that. Okay, there's one. Okay, and then you gotta do the same thing for this side. Okay, this side has to be done also. Okay, so it looks like the servo might have a problem going through. Yeah, might have a problem with the servo. So you know what I might have to do here? If you have this issue, best thing, disconnect it completely, like that. And then, see, that doesn't even go through here. So you're better off basically doing the following. Pass the servo first. Like that. Pass the servo first. Get your little long nose. If you come across that problem, that is, like myself. Make sure you align it. The yellow's up there. That means that goes with white. Like that. Okay, that's one side. Now we gotta do this side. Okay. Now this side. We'll try with the tape, see if it goes through. Maybe it will, who knows? Maybe it won't. Oh, it goes through. This side goes through because it's a smaller servo connector. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Push this guy through like that. Grab him over here, and then you got this. You got this whole bunch of wires here now. See that? Gotta push these up, just like that. Just like that. Here, I get this side here, just like that. Make sure the wires are all, there we go. See now, we got this part in, just like that. The next part is this, okay? This guy will go here, like that. All right, so that's done. Now we're gonna do the other side. Same thing. Do this one. The next part, guys, what we need to do is put the rod. Okay, we have a rod to run through here. See, the wires are getting shorter as we get into the end, believe it or not. So let's pass the wires on this side. Okay, and we're gonna get this guy. Do the same thing here. All right, this is now the outside. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that on this side. Front wheel is on this side. Okay, I'm gonna push everything back like this. All right, just like that. Now we're gonna need the M8 rod. All right, that's what we're gonna need. So this guy now, what you do is you pass it through here on the side. Okay, like that. Like that. And then we're gonna pass this guy on this side. Like that. Like that for now. All right, that's how we're gonna do it for now. So now this guy goes here. It's all flexible. Beautiful. Let's zoom out a bit so you can see what's happening. Oh. The next part what we need is we're gonna need this guy here. Okay. And we're gonna need this part. Okay. And we're gonna need this part. Now this part goes right here like this. Okay, so we're gonna need an M320 with the washer. So you put the M320 here, pass it through. Let me see which way it is. You pass it through here, just like that. And this guy here, he goes, let me see, he goes like this, okay, like that. And how do you know you have it the right way? Because we have a nut up here. So this goes like this. Now we're gonna screw this guy in. Just like that, okay? See that? Just like that. Now this part, we're gonna install it. All right, guys, listen to me carefully. I made a mistake, like again, this is why you're on ForgeFlux. Because before I was wondering what's going on. Why isn't this gear aligning with the front of it? It's because there's a left and a right, guys. Don't make the same mistake as me. If you put this gear on the other side, it's gonna be like down here. And if you put this gear on this side, it's gonna be up like this. So that's the mistake I made before, and this is why I paused the video, because something was not aligning. So what I'm doing now is I'm just swapping the gears. So if you see the gears are not aligned, all you gotta do is swap them swap them left and right. That's why I had to stop the video and verify why it's not aligning in the front, because it's supposed to align in the front. The way you see it now, the gears have to be in the front, not on the bottom. They cannot be on the bottom. Okay, so that's why there was a little delay, I should say. So let's put these back in here now. All right, and now watch what's gonna happen now. Now this guy here, when you put him in, okay, you see, he's gonna be like this. So let's push this guy in here, like that. He's gonna be like here, and like that. See that? So now we're gonna push these more closer. Got the gears aligned, obviously. Here we go. Now, look at the difference. You see how it's vertical instead of horizontal? This is how it's supposed to look when you're assembling it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically install the M320s. There's 4 of them to install. Okay, 4 of these. Let's get them in here. Like that. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. Now, next thing, what we gotta do now is install these guys right here. We got these 2 parts here, okay? I think one of them goes here. Let me see just to make sure. Or is it like this? I think it's like this. Yeah, it's like this. That guy goes this way. This guy goes that way. And now for these guys, we're gonna need Right guys, the next part we're gonna install is the camera mount. That's gonna go in the front over here. This part here, depending on the camera mount, I'm gonna provide you guys the link. There's different types of, there's 2 or 3 different types of camera mounts you can use for this project. That basically fits where I'm actually installing this part. The screws that I'm using right now, guys, is the M320. You're gonna need 4 of those. So I'm just getting them in. I'm just putting them in by hand for now. I'm gonna use the power drill soon. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here we go. And then the other one too. There we go. Next thing, guys, we're gonna need this piece here. Okay. We're gonna need also 6 M312 screws. What happens is this guy, you pass it underneath here, just like that. The next part is you're gonna need 2 M3 8 washers. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, obviously the rod, as you can see, is longer on one side. Okay, we're gonna have to cut the rod off. Okay, so you put the M3 washers, one on each side. What I suggest doing is shorting the side out. Put the screw in on this side. You know, you can make it flush like this, tighten it up, and then cut off the other end. I prefer to put two screws instead of 1 screw. I prefer that, much better. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this piece off, okay? All right, so now I cut off the piece. As you can see, it was very easy. Took me like 5 minutes. So that's done. Now the next thing we need to do is this. We gotta get some magnets to put here. All right, I put some glue already. The glue's there. So now that's one part. Now this part here, basically, he goes in the back like this. Okay. Yeah, there's one part, and then there's the other part. Shove that here. Now I'm gonna 3D print the other one that has the opening for the camera. This one doesn't. As you can see, there's no camera here. So this one basically, same thing. You gotta put the magnets, okay? And this guy goes right here, just like that. Oops, hold on. Push that in nicely. This guy, obviously, because now there's this thing here for the camera. This one won't fit, obviously. It needs to be basically, like cut out over here. So I'm gonna 3D print that part and put it on. And that's it. The mechanical assembly of the Atlas Rover is now complete. One quick note, the front panel shown in this build does not include the camera cutout. If you're planning to add a camera, I'll include a link in the description to correct the front with the correct front panel version of it. Thank you for following along with part 3 of the Atlas Rover build here on ForgeFlux Workshop. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future updates. In the next episode, we will move on to the electronics phase. We'll get started on installing and wiring the rover's electronic components and bring this project one step closer to life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next build.